You're locked in to TriniSpiceFM, bringing you the best known and less known soca, Caribbean and urban music from around the world. Turn around the world. TriniSpiceFM. Good vibes. Good vibes only.
Make I go love you, Jaja, Jaja, Jaja. Make I go love you, tender, 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 tender.
TriniSpiceFM.
Yo, I want to say good morning. Good morning. Welcome to TriniSpiceFM Island Brunch. I'm your host, DJ PRS1. Today, we got a very special guest. I won't keep him in the back too long. It's actor extraordinaire. Good friend of mine, Lamont Elliot. What's up, bro? Good morning.
Good top of the morning to you, my brother. Top of the morning.
I want to make sure y'all know he hails from Baltimore, or represents Baltimore. I don't know if that's exactly. Where were you born? I was in New York.
No, so Atlantic City, New Jersey is where I was.
There you go. Atlantic. Shout out to Atlantic.
But I've been in Baltimore since I was 8, so it's been back and forth. I've been able to travel different places and then come back to Baltimore. So yeah, cool. Resign here in Baltimore.
All right. How long was that? How long have you been in Baltimore?
So I'll put it like this. Between Baltimore, Virginia, Baltimore and DC, Baltimore and back to New Jersey for a little bit. I definitely was. Harrisburg. Yeah, so I could pretty much say majority of my life. So I moved here when I was 8.
Right.
And just had the, pleasure of moving different places temporarily. So
cool. So for my Caribbean folks who really don't know you at the moment, I want to tell you all, right now, this is, close friend of mine. We worked together for way back in the day, but the man has found
J-Hop, baby, J-Hop.
J-Hop. But the man has found his niche, which is acting. He's a hell of an actor. He has a lot of stuff out there. Tell us how you got into it, the acting. How did you fall into your lap? I mean, we talked about this, but I think they need to hear it.
Yeah, so what's crazy about this is I started at Johns Hopkins in 2008. So 2008, if you would have told me in 2016 that, hey, I was going to be discovered, I'd have looked at you like, yeah, whatever. Mm-hmm. So acting was never a part of the agenda at all.
Right.
I got discovered working security on a movie set. So actually what happened was, shouts out to Larry Durr in G&G Productions. That's where I got discovered. I was actually working at a nightclub called Sugar Ray's on Milton over East. And particularly this one night, it was a Sunday, the owner wanted me to come in on Sunday. And I'm looking like, man, Sundays is my day of rest.
That's right.
At that time, I'm already working 2 jobs. So, brother, Sunday is my day of rest, the day, to get my week started for Monday. But he was just like, man, it's going to be like $200 cash. You only got to be there for 4 hours. So I'm like, hey, what the heck?
Right.
Why not? So this particular Sunday night, I get in, and the first person I see was Trey Chaney from Saints and Sinner.
Right.
He played, he plays Kedrick, and then he played Poot in The Wire.
Right. And just lately, he was on that new Baltimore.
We own our city.
Well.
We own our city.
We own that city, right?
So that was the first person that I see, and I'm like, but at the time, how you see somebody, you like, man, I know this guy, but I just can't put a finger on him. So, but I didn't realize, like, I'm armed up, like I'm in my whole law enforcement,
right?
All that. So
fully geared out.
At this time, this is when the whole Freddie Gray situation, man. So people are looking at law enforcement like kind of sideways, like what type of stuff are they on? Mm-hmm. So I'm looking like, yo, I know him somewhere, and I guess I was staring too hard. But I'm like, man, let me take my behind outside. So at this particular time of the night, I'm outside relaxing, flicking it up on Facebook.
Right.
But I knew something special was going to happen this night. I had a crazy feeling. So maybe I say about 10 or 20 minutes later, Hassan Johnson that plays Weebay in The Wire,
Right.
and also that played in Belly, and he got a heck of movies under his belt. And JD Williams and Clifton Powell is coming down the street, and I'm like, look, I know you guys played in The Wire, but dog, we're actually in the heart of Baltimore right now. This is real life.
Right.
What are y'all doing here? So, check the IDs, pat them down, they go in, and I'm looking like, what in the heck? So once again, go on with the night. The director comes out, Larry Durr, and he's on the phone with Hollywood, crying tears of joy. Like they're bigging up his movie like to a whole nother level.
Right.
And I'm eavesdropping, me and Nosy, eavesdropping, and a light bulb went off in my head, and I waited till he got off the phone, and I presented him, told him who I was, how proud I was, and asked him, I was like, going forward, you guys don't have armed security. He's like, nah. So we exchanged business cards and end up meeting the next day.
Right.
Had the meeting, fell in love with the company, and was just working on set with him. So eventually he came to me with an opportunity, like, man, I got this scene for you. You gonna kill. So I'm looking at him like, man, listen, dog, just make sure you have my money. I don't care about nothing else you talking about.
Right.
So, brushed it off. He came to me again.
Right.
Once again, I'm like, yeah, all right, whatever. Then came to me with a third opportunity. So I finally gave him, I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm like, before Netflix and the Redbox, it is what it is today. Back then, it was still developing. So I'm making a joke. I'm like, oh, we about to be on somebody's Netflix, somebody's Redbox. And he like, nah, this is going in the theaters.
Big screen.
I'm like,
screen.
what?
Yeah.
And I'm looking like, what you mean y'all going in the theaters? I'm like, man, Baltimore, like, we ain't in Hollywood. Like, how is that so? So he broke it down to me, man. And I ain't gonna lie, after that, I got real nervous. Like, I had butterflies, like bubble guts.
Right.
Went home, studied the. That
was a whole different level now.
Yeah, I'm like, man, I ain't trying to mess this up. So we had to meet at Fells Point at the Brick Oven that weekend.
Right.
7:00 call time, 7 a.m. bright and early. So we had the Brick Oven, and they had a Sicilian mafia scene before me. So of course, I'm seeing the lights, the cameras. I'm like, Lord, jeez, man. No lie, I went in the bathroom and I threw up. Yeah, like that's how bad.
I get rid of them butterflies, man.
Yeah, anxiety, all that. But my
Lord.
scene was next, and when he said action, killed it. Like at the scene, he was like, "Man, have you did this before?" I was just like, "Nah." I was like, "But I want some more." Like he was like, "Man, you killed this." Like the director of photography, he was looking like, "Man, like yo, you murdered this." And like I said, Guns and Grams was already at the end. He loved my energy and what I was bringing so much that he ripped me into the movie. So
right.
It was that's how that happened, and now we're here today.
Yeah.
So,
congratulations, man. Shit.
Appreciate that. Yeah.
I mean, that's what we're talking about. Getting out there. So right now, I mean, your what is it? Discology, movieology. How many pieces of work do you have out there right now that's actually that the viewers could actually go? I know you do a lot of stuff on Amazon, but how many full movies that you have right now?
So right now I have 4 that on different platforms streaming right now. All over the world. So yeah, and with Guns and Grams, it's like every time we about to release it, here it comes with another opportunity. So
right.
I know
you had that one movie.
I'm waiting.
Right, you had that one movie you say you guys I think got award for.
Oh yeah, it was listed in the Cannes Festival, which was Navigate. Oh man,
Navigate. That was an awesome movie.
That was my first starring role movie, like, and
not
a lot of people can say,
"Look,
I got a starring role." I definitely
and you killed it.
Yeah.
I mean, ladies and gentlemen, it was an emotional movie. Go check it out. It's probably still on Amazon, isn't it? I think it's still on Amazon.
It's on Amazon. It's on Tubi. It's on XMO.
Go check it. It's called Navigate. And when I tell you, Lamont puts on. I mean, I know this guy, and the character I saw, it brought tears to my eyes. It's emotional. It's actually an emotional movie. It's not one of those bang bang shoot 'em up.
What I love about this movie is, man, it's four guys, 4 black men.
It was a different level.
Yeah, no killing, no drugs,
no killing, right? None of that stuff, no drug stuff,
acting. So and the beauty about this is so many people can relate to this
Yes,
because it's
yes.
everyday life.
It's an everyday story. Yep. I think we lost him for
Wonderful.
a minute, folks, but hopefully he pops back in. There you go. You're back in again.
Hold,
A
hold,
minute that we
hold
just
on.
lost you a minute. Yeah, technology, man, technology. Every now and again, it knocks us off. Well, so far, I want to thank you all for watching. You know, hopefully I can get Lamont to pop back on as soon as he can. As soon as I get him back on here, we'll chat some more. But for now, TriniSpiceFM, we've been doing a whole bunch of stuff. Um, you know,
I'm
check us
sorry.
out
My
for all the new
apologies.
music. I got a lot of new merchandise right now in the not in the TriniSpiceFM store. We actually switched up on an Etsy store. I'll put the link on the bottom and below. As soon as all this is done. Hey, and he's back.
Hello?
There we go. I was
Okay,
trying to
cool.
kill some time.
Nah, I'm sorry. My service and then my phone was dying, so I just had to plug
Okay,
it. Great.
cool. As I say, technology, man. That's how it is. That goes to show people we live. This wasn't pre-recorded. There's some live stuff going on.
Right.
All right. Hey, so with my show, I don't want to kill too much time because we only on here for about 30 minutes. Because I don't want to keep Mr. Lamont too long, But on my show, we especially Trini Spice Island Brunch, we tend to go behind the scenes a lot in terms of. So I just wanted you. That was a good. I wanted to give an introduction to who you are, what you did. Hobbies. What does Lamont Elliot do when he's not filming movies and rubbing shoulders with the likes of Clifton Powell and these guys?
Oh man, to be honest with you,
Yeah.
I'm a sports fanatic. Like football is like I'm in love that football is back.
Yep.
So it's
And
just
it's
like,
back, right? Go.
yeah.
I mean, is the Ravens your team? You both
Yeah,
know.
absolutely. Yeah.
Right.
Since '96, yeah, like that.
Yeah.
That Ray Lewis,
Yeah.
Rod Woodson, Tony Saragusa, Jamal Lewis, Jermaine
Right.
Lewis, these guys, Brandon Stokely, these guys like made me fall in love with football, so.
So I mean, have you looked at the team so far? Would you think the Ravens will actually make it to the Super Bowl this time?
I think, in my perspective, we might make the playoffs, but we have a lot to do to bring a Super Bowl caliber team again. Like it's a lot
right.
As far as the offense. Anyway, a lot of guys are getting older. It's a lot of transformation that has to go on before we have anywhere near a Super Bowl caliber.
Right, like last season, man, I was so anxious. They made it to the through the playoffs, but they didn't get it. But then I was a bit upset that they didn't win or get to the Super Bowl.
And
then
these were second and third string guys that was
right, and that's the thing.
So,
when I thought of it, I was like, you know what? We played and made it to the playoffs with the weakest part of our team. So imagine if we had everybody that was supposed to be on it. The pandemic.
Well, we didn't get to the play. We was almost there.
I mean,
that playoff dream was right there.
Right there.
So
right.
We would have won.
And again, with a weak team, with a very weak team, we made it there.
With the Super Bowl champions, with LA Rams, that was a close game. Green Bay Packers, that was a close game.
Exactly.
It was so many close games where it was expected like a blowout.
Right. So we didn't get there, but I was still proud of them guys, man. They worked. They worked. They did their thing. So let's hope they have a better season this time. Now they got everybody healed up and everybody's there. Hopefully nobody gets injured again to that point where they got to be
part of the business,
game.
man.
It is.
I said, I be saying John Harbaugh. I'm like, what are they playing WWE? Like these guys be getting.
Now talking about that, The Rock bought XFL.
Yeah,
and they're bringing that back. And I really don't know how the dynamic works. If it's going to be like a storyline, I don't know how it's going to be. But it's XFL is like
they had it right before COVID, but when COVID hit, they had to cut it. But it was a team I think that was out of WAC that was in DC. Right, they was doing pretty good. I think like they were undefeated, so people were actually going to see them play. So
yes, I'm kind of excited, looking forward to that too. That's I want to see what they do with the XFL this time.
Yeah.
A lot of, I mean, it was good. Like what, Dwayne Johnson said, they picked 53 people on the team. He was always number 54. So what he did was he went out and picked all the number 54s, the people who couldn't make it on teams. That's who he picked and chose for the XFL. So, I mean,
that's crazy.
Yeah. All right, moving on to the next topic. Favorite food? What's your favorite food? You're a Baltimore guy. I don't know. Probably go crab cakes, but
Nah, you know what? I'm so tired of seafood. It's ridiculous.
yeah. What would you say your ultimate food?
I really don't have one. I'm a
Just a
foodie.
foodie,
So
period.
if
You're-
it's good food,
Yeah, I think you're like me. I'm a
good.
foodie. I like to try everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like to give me a sample of this. You know,
Yeah.
if I go out of town, I want to know what that dish is for that town. I want to try it
As
out.
long as
you
it's
know,
not
try it.
spicy, we
Right.
good.
Right. Well, I like spicy. I'm the opposite.
Yeah.
What's missing
Me
in
and
the
my
food?
stomach.
Pepper.
Yeah, my
Right.
stomach ain't gonna agree.
So what are you watching TV wise? Binge watching. What are you watching? What you been binge watching? Late.
So this All American was
That's been
awesome.
going pretty
Yeah.
good. I think I'm caught up on that. I think
the Homecoming, the Brunch.
oh that one. Now Homecoming I've seen like the first season, but I haven't gone into any more of it yet. And Homecoming first is a spin-off, folks, is a spin-off of All American.
All American, yeah.
That's some pretty good stuff, right? Right now, I think I'm on my list. I'm catching up on old stuff. I'm catching up on Blacklist with what's his name?
So what's
Jason
crazy?
Spader. That's his name.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot.
That's a
I
lot,
actually
yeah.
made it to the 8th season now, so it's closing up to the end. And I think that character Raymond Reddington is something that you can't get away from that character after playing it for 8 years.
Yeah.
But that's a hell of a show. Let's see what else I got. So you're in the acting business now. All these actors out there. If they came up to you and they gave you a choice, it's like, look, we're going to be doing a movie, but we need you to pick your co-star. Who would be the one actress? It doesn't even have to be one of those. It could be somebody you pulled from off the streets or anything. But who would be that one Hollywood personality that you would choose to work with? If given the opportunity.
That's a good question.
Yeah, I mean, sky's the limit. You can pick anybody. Nobody's untouchable at this point.
It's so many people.
Right. I didn't mean to make it this hard, but yeah. If you know work, I'm
gonna just throw one out
my
there,
career,
I mean, of course, is between Michael B. Jordan, Denzel Washington,
right?
Even Kevin Hart,
right?
Adam Sandler, Chris Rock. These guys are, because I watch so many different movies. Like,
right.
Eddie Murphy,
right. Based on that same question, who, so who has been your inspiration? Who has inspired you? And you would say you try to, if you had to choose somebody to pattern your career after, who would it be? Like who inspires you to be better, be a better actor?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't try to I take in a lot from everybody, but as far as inspiring, like I like what my destination is for me right now.
I got you. Right. Because like for me, my answer to that question would have been, I would probably say my children. You know what I mean? That'd be people would think, well, yeah, he wants to be like this radio guy. He wants to be that guy. It's like, no, actually, my inspiration comes from my kids. The way they look at me when I do what I do, and that's my biggest fan club right now is my children. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
Everybody else can hate what the hell I do, but my kids will always. I don't know if they bias because I feed them, but but they're my biggest fan club. And I'm grateful for that,
But listen, they would. That's what makes you go. That gives you
your motivation. That's your drive.
When you wake up, you be like, dang, I don't know if I want to do this today, but in the back of your mind, hey, my kids. So yeah, I get it.
I can't show them that I failed. I can't show them that I quit. You know what I mean? I gotta show them that we're moving forward. This is how I want you to live. Right? I got you.
Indeed. Yeah.
So when the pandemic hit, I mean, career was going fine. The pandemic hit. How did that affect you?
You know what? It actually didn't. It actually made me go even harder.
Okay.
It was just like now or never, you know.
Right.
And I was able to be blessed and be able to film during the pandemic. So
Right.
that was a blessing. That was a huge blessing. Yeah.
That's pretty good. So what you got? Anything? I mean, I don't want to get all the secrets out, but
I
what's
definitely
coming up
got
in the
some
future?
things coming. Definitely got some things coming,
Right.
and definitely looking to brand to a bigger marketing. So I'll be going to Atlanta in a couple of weeks to talk
Okay.
with some agents down there. So, but definitely got some things on the way, you know. So stay tuned. Definitely.
Yeah. Hey, so like the folks that want to follow you and want to, where can they reach out to you? How they can get your
Shoot,
movie,
so
stuff like that?
tell them to get a pen and paper out and hopefully, or go on their notes and phones and listen up real quick. It's like, nah.
Right.
So my Facebook is actually Lamont Elliot. My Instagram is business_622. And the other page is actor Lamont Elliot _622. My IMDb is Lamont Elliot. And that's where you can check out some of what, you know,
Some of your
my
work.
product.
Right.
My movies, you know. Yeah. So those actual 4, yeah, you can get in contact with me.
Yeah. Hey, pretty.
And then also
sounds good.
my main Apple Scrapple, my other half, Savvy, works continuously around the clock. Hardest working lady I know.
Yeah,
Savvy
I know.
Events, you can go on her
Savvy
page and get in contact with her to get through me as well. So yeah.
Exactly. Yep. Amazing woman. Works hard. Definitely works hard. If any, I have that she's one of the hardest working women I know in her business, in her line. She's the only person I know that does what she does. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And I have utmost respect for Savvy.
Savvy is definitely a go-getter. I don't care what nobody says.
I'm Savvy was I was Savvy's supervisor, but I tell you what, I learned more from Savvy than Savvy probably learned from me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I worked real closely to Savvy. In fact, she trained me in a lot of the areas, even though I was a supervisor. But I have the utmost respect for that woman. Yeah, pretty much. So what was the other thing I needed to ask you real quick? Music. You know, like
But as about this music that's out now, I can't tell you nothing. I have no idea.
You have no idea what you been listening to? 80s stuff?
Yeah, 80s, 90s. You know, my genre, my grandmother's, my mother, aunts and uncles, stuff that they, you know, are listening growing up in the household. But this stuff nowadays, I can't even tell you. Like, I know some of the artists, if that counts for anything. But
right. So, okay, I guess you say you listen to any genre. You ever listen to soca music, reggae music? You've been into that stuff? Not so much.
It's a little pinch in there. You know, I got some songs that I like.
Right.
Little spice.
You got a little spice. I got you. So, in terms of Caribbean islands, have you visited any so far? Would you like to visit?
But it's definitely coming.
Yeah. Yo, and what would be even better is if you had to go do a movie there and they pay for it, right?
Hey, listen, you never know. Know. Yeah.
You know, shout out to all my Caribbean music, not music, but movie producers,
filmmakers.
Lamont's available. Definitely. He's ready.
If you need me, I'm out there. Let's do this.
He'll fly in a minute. Just pay. Absolutely. Put him in. He say he'll fly coach. You know, but only in the beginning.
Coach. Shoot, regular. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they need me in the I'll even get in the part where the luggage is, just as long as y'all get me over there safely.
You make sure you pack his mosquito spray and show up on the island.
Absolutely. With my flip-flops.
And dreadlocks. Right. Yeah, we go had to grow up some dreadlocks or something. I don't know, man.
Yeah, you know.
Lamont, I just want to say thanks for joining me on TriniSpiceFM. You know, I popped this on TriniSpiceFM's Island Brunch. You know, you guys want to find out any more, reach out with me, reach out to Savvy. Lamont's here. You know, I was waiting to see if anybody would drop some comments. Nobody dropped any so far, but Lamont, I want to say I'm grateful to have you on the show. And,
man, thank you.
Don't be a stranger, man. We'll have to do this again at some point in time, we'll do this again because
We
you know
go back
we
like
got
crack
to stay in
attacks.
touch. Yeah, we got to stay in touch and see where your career goes, man. First hand look, we're lucky, you know.
Yeah.
All right.
Appreciate you.
All right. I just want to say thanks to my fans for looking out. Thanks for everybody watching the show. TriniSpiceFM Island Brunch. We out of here.
You're locked in to TriniSpiceFM, bringing you the best known and less known soca, Caribbean and urban music from around the world. TriniSpiceFM. Good vibes. Good vibes only.
Make I go love you, Jaja, Jaja, Jaja. Make I go love you, tender, 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 tender.
TriniSpiceFM.